A former social worker in New Hanover County pleads guilty to defrauding the state's Medicaid program by stealing people's information and then selling it. According to the U.S. District Attorney Michael Easley, Felicia Jones pled guilty today. Jones was accused of working with a mental health counselor, Lakia Washington, to get people's information like their Medicaid ID numbers. She then would sell that information to Washington. That information would then be used for filing fake claims for services that were never provided. Investigators found over $400,000 in fraudulent Medicaid billing. They say none of the people whose identities were stolen paid any out-of-pocket expenses.